So we're back and we've finished JP's Vito. Now, JP's been a customer of ours for nearly a decade, just over 8 years, I think. So there's pieces of equipment in this van that he bought off of us that long ago, you know, and we've bounced it from, I think, 4 or 5 different projects now over the years. But as the system's grown, and as his ears have grown with ours, we've upgraded his equipment. So he started with an original bit 10, he switched up to a bit 1 when he went 3-way active, and then the bit 1 HD came out, and he switched up to that one this time around. The amp rack is behind this rear quarter, and there's no footprint taken up at all, you know. Here's the bit 1 HD. So this system from the back to the front is a fully active 3-way front end, using the bit 1 HD as the processing. We've got a HDP5 in there, which he bought off us all them years ago, which is running the front, mid-range and tweeters. Its bass side isn't doing anything now, so its C channel effectively is dormant. It's just not on. We've got a Miele Power 4 that's bridged on the mid basses, and we have another new addition, which is a 1201 from JL Audio. So a HD 1201, which is in this area here, the Miele Power 4. You can just kind of possibly just see the top of there. So yeah, that's running this fella behind me, 13W7 in the HO box from JL, and we've ratchet strapped it down. So it is it's in there, it's not going anywhere. So JP's not fussy for fancy brackets and fancy straps. He wants that to be able to be moved, preferably with 2 people. It's strapped down, and it creates some real fun in this van. Let's have a look around the front. So up there we've got Hertz Miele Pro mid basses. Now they're also from his initial job with us, which was a C63 AMG. So they're 8 years old now as well. They're in a door build because in a relatively large enclosure, they work really well. You know, in this system, they're doing a narrow band of probably 60 to around 200 hertz, and then they gap to the mid-range. So the door build is a triple baffle, which is fiberglass to the door, and then the door's fully deadened. And then the grille section, which is the section that you'll see, is just separate. That is a part of the actual door skin, not permanently, but you know, it is secondary to the baffle. You know, it comes off with the door, goes back on with the door, and the speaker stays on the door. So then we've got on-axis pillars in this, which are a 2-piece pillar. They're actually a 3-piece pillar that we had to unplastic weld, refabricate, trim, and then plastic weld them back together. And they're working really well. So let's take a look. So that's the grille, with the custom center grille piece. Hertz Miele Pro mid bass on a large baffle. Like I say, like a 36mm baffle, and then that's braced to fiberglass. These are the pillars. And this is the Sony 5650 XAV AX 5650. Heads up a lot of our systems. Got the pillar that side, on axis with the driver, so more kick on that one than we've got on this one. Got a DRC down in the center console, which will be used in this car for sub bass control. So he'll be turning it up. He likes a lot of bass, so in his first install we did a Miele Pro 12 in a custom slot ported enclosure. Worked really well. In his latest car, the car before this was a Ford Ranger, had an 8-inch Miele Legend woofer, which did its best, but it wasn't enough for him. So we've gone back now to something a bit more serious, so you can get that sort of bass in there. A couple of other things we've done. Stuart drilled a whopping hole in the roof to get a dab aerial up there. He does listen to DAB, and he kind of demands that it's good. So he won't have glass mount, he won't use the factory one. We always have to drill a hole in his roof. Yeah, some people are particular about these things, aren't they? But yeah, that about sums it up for this install. As I always say, you know, if you want anything, if you've got a Vito or any sort of van, transporter, piano or anything like that, then just give us a shout. I'll play you a track now so you can kind of see, but we are on an iPhone at the moment. I left my camera at home. I've got no excuse. All right.
Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn her back around. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn her back around. Epiphany sways and waits. Oh, scream, baby, scream it. See, it's shot toward the sun.
Right. Take it easy, guys. I'm Carl, to Studio Incar. This is a 2022 Mercedes Vito van.